Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Chris Davis, and today we're going to do a review of My Adventures with Superman Season 2. So, I have to say I didn't think I would like this show. Like when it first came out, it didn't seem very interesting to me. I thought it was going to be bad. I thought it was going to be like really silly. But after watching Season 1, I'm definitely hooked on the show. Season 2 is phenomenal. I really enjoyed watching this season. This season was really good. What I liked about this season was the antagonist and, the different antagonist and the character arcs throughout this season. So let's start with antagonist. So antagonist, Task Force X, Amanda Waller, Lex Luthor. You have Supergirl. When she's introduced, she is an antagonist. And then you have the overall villain of the entire season, Brainiac. He's an antagonist. With Task Force X, they are continuing to hunt down Superman, and Lex Luthor is holding a grudge over last season when Superman unintentionally caused him to lose his job. With Lex Luthor, he's pushing out this narrative with Amanda Waller that Superman doesn't belong, that if Superman were to turn evil, the world would be defenseless against him. So Superman has to leave, and Task Force X is necessary to neutralize Superman. Supergirl, she's an antagonist because when Krypton was blowing up, when it was being destroyed, Superman went to Earth, but Supergirl went somewhere else, or she went to Earth. But either way, Brainiac intercepted her pod, and he raised her, and he raised/brainwashed her to be this warrior like Krypton to help him build the new Kryptonian Empire. So, that's Brainiac's goal. He's trying to rebuild the new Kryptonian Empire, but the way he does it is if worlds don't follow him willingly, he annihilates them. So, those are the antagonists in this season. Character arcs that really stood out. Lois Lane, Superman, and Supergirl. Now, Supergirl does turn good later on in the season, but I'll talk about that later when I get to her character arc. So, Lois Lane, her character arc. With her character arc, she in this season, she was going through abandonment issues. Like her father, because of his line of work, he had to leave on short notice or on no notice at all. And that gave Lois abandonment issues and made her think that no matter what, people were going to leave her, and she couldn't rely on anyone except her. And what really emphasizes this to her is when Superman, when he's Metropolis Bachelor of the Year, when he's named that, and all these other women are really attracted to him and all over him, that makes her think that, hey, Superman's going to leave her because he has all these better options. Why would he not leave her for these other better options? And so she breaks up with him before he supposedly could break up with her. And that really affects Superman because he isn't interested in these other women. He's only interested in Lois. What Lois is able to break out of her abandonment issue and realize she was wrong for just breaking up with Clark, for assuming that, okay, he's just gonna leave me, let me just break up with him. She realized that that was the wrong thing to do, and she just should have communicated her feelings. She should have communicated how she was feeling rather than saying to herself, okay, I'm going to end this, and I'm going to hurt you before you can hurt me. She realizes that that was wrong. Now, Lois breaking up with Clark really impacts his character arc, because with Superman, with this character arc, it's continuing over the last season, where he feels like he's different, not feel like he is different, and because he's different, he feels like he doesn't belong. And even though he has two adopted parents that loved him and raised him, he has his best friend Jimmy Olsen, and he had a girlfriend, he still feels like he doesn't belong. He feels like he feels like he wants to be around his own people. He wants to be with other Kryptonians. And what's really pushing this narrative in his mind is, Lex Luthor coming out saying, hey, you don't belong here. You belong somewhere else. Like, the Earth is defenseless against you. You have to be neutralized. Task Force X pushing that message. You don't belong. You don't belong. Even though after he saved the day numerous times, he saved the world at least twice last season, they're still pushing this narrative. You don't belong. You don't belong. We need to neutralize you. And that really pushes like Superman to look for people like him. And like, this is his problem, him feeling like he doesn't belong on the Earth, because Brainiac even uses this to, he exploits this weakness to control him. So this is his, like, the thing that he's going through. But anyway, Clark learns from the AI version of his father that he's not the only Kryptonian, and he activates the beacon, and that brings like Kara to Earth, and Kara kidnaps him and takes him to Brainiac. And again, Brainiac is able to control Clark, control his mind, make an evil Brainiac version of Superman, because he exploits his psyche of feeling that he doesn't belong on Earth. And he even traps him in like the Black Mercy, where he's living out this fantasy that he's with his Kryptonian mother and father on Krypton. Lois is able to break him like out of this, realizing that breaking up with him only like pushed him, only made Superman believe that he didn't belong on Earth. And she makes him realize that, hey, you do belong on Earth, that she loves him. And that's what's able to help Clark realize that, hey, he's not alone on Earth, and he's able to break out of Brainiac's control. Kara's character arc. So she was an antagonist at first, but once she realizes that Brainiac has just been hijacking her mind and making her annihilate different worlds that didn't submit to the new Kryptonian Empire, she turns against Brainiac. So those are the big character arcs that stood out to me in this season. Overall, this season was phenomenal, especially the ending where Superman and Supergirl work together to destroy Brainiac with Task Force X and all the rest of the people on Earth. Another character I forgot to mention, Steel. Steel was amazing in this season. I liked this version of him, his character, his combative powers. I liked Steel. I liked this version of Steel in My Adventures with Superman. Season 3, what I heard from San Diego Comic-Con from the producers, that Lex Luthor is going to play a more prominent role. I'm looking forward to that. I do hope at some point in this show's run that they introduce the new god. So that's New Genesis, that's Apocalypse, and of course the main bad guy that's in control of Apocalypse is Darkseid. So maybe not in season 3. Maybe in season 3 they'll just focus on Lex, but sometime down the road I would like for them to introduce like the new gods in this version of Superman, because I think with the animation they're doing, I think that would be really cool. So that's all we have for today. If you liked what I had to share, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and also let me know in the comment section below if you watched this show. If you did you like it? Did you not like it? Tell me some parts of it that you liked. With that being said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.